Alright, I think we're up. Hi, Lark! Yes! It's been a week. Really, some of it was really good, and some of it was really frustrating. No major problems, thank goodness. Just little, like, rats. We may have, lost a recruited faculty candidate at work. She may have decided to go somewhere else, which is just a little shame. She would have been a great professor. Can't blame her, but it's like, I thought we had her. Now we might have lost her. I went to my hometown. My mom has been wanting a computer more powerful than her weak little pre-built from, I don't know, probably 2017. For quite a while. It's been giving her a lot of trouble. And Dad and I decided to go ahead and build her one, basically to her specifications, my old 2070 EVGA card. So this past week I went up to my hometown and we built her a computer, which was great. Just hadn't actually planned on doing this until later in the summer. So it was like, we gotta fit this in before I got a nephew coming next week. He's supposed to be born, let's see, today's the 9th. My sister-in-law is going to get induced on the 13th. So we're trying to fit everything around, the birth of my nephew. And then, my, vet visit for Hamlet was, we'll say, tentatively hopeful that it actually may not be prostate cancer. We're waiting on cytology results. There's apparently a couple of other things on the table that it might be. We'll find out hopefully tomorrow. But that's just also been a number of vet visits, both on my off days and in my evenings, because this particular vet is partially an evening clinic. So it's just been thing after thing after thing after thing. But tonight, no things. Tonight we continue exploring the city. Oh. Apparently if you zoom out enough, the crowd noise stops. That's kind of nice. Alright, we move on. Get everyone in this group so that we actually teleport together. Oh my gosh, we went such a short way that some people are still playing the music. Oh, that's funny. Good finger scratch. I also did not realize I could fascinate the Steel Watchers. One of them said that they really enjoyed the playing. Which is funny. Guys. This is very funny. They're just really into it. Okay.
As my feet can carry me.
All right, Mr. Brislin.
Packing the girls off without me.
Leap it.
But if that smuggler can get them to Waterdeep and away from the Absolute.
I hate this. That lousy smuggler won't take all of us because we can't afford 4 berths. Greedy bastard.
Oh. Bunny and Blossom.
Papa says I have to be strong to help Mama. I don't know if I can be that strong. But I'll try.
Aw, good for you, kid.
I don't want to go without Papa. Mama, he has to go with us.
Yeah, correct. Captain Sleem. What a name.
This is life and death for me too, mate. You only get as many berths on my sloop as you can pay for. If I allow any freeloaders, my own crew will scrag me. Scrag.
I have news for you, Captain. You're going to accept 4 for the price of 3 and take the father aboard, or I'll pitch you into the harbor. Got it? Oh, and I'm still raptured! That's great!
That's a very convincing proposal, sir. I'll do just as you say.
I forgot you could intimidate or persuade her. I was fully set to, persuade her and then, or pay for him and then steal back the gold.
Fishy to you. What?
Oh!
Much for the saltpeter.
They leave. Couldn't you talk to them before? Okay.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I just couldn't bear to leave our gun.
Father behind. Ooh.
At least 100 in coin.
That's harbour robbery. Especially when it's been in storage for months.
Kate Ling.
My father always told me, Kate, commerce is like warfare. Fight for it like your life's at stake.
Oh, I can hear them.
this close
I can
to
hear those
landing that
Lumberlians.
Next time for sure. War is good for some businesses. What can I say? I got mouths to feed too.
Oh,
They don't call it war
Brando
profiteering for
Bear's
nothing.
curse me. I should have taken that deal the first time it was offered at half today's price. Oh, I'm a sap.
That was really dramatic.
I don't know who you are, but all I can say is thank you. If you ever have children, you'll understand what you've done for us.
She just says no. Bottom just says no.
500 gold.
Buddy just says leave me alone.
At least 100 in
I
coin.
kept your family together.
Robbery. Especially when it's been in
No.
We both know you sell it for twice that to the army.
Oh my gosh, I'm right there with you, Lark. The choir is so beautiful.
Oh, Wave Mother,
Um,
Queen of the depths,
the harmonies are gorgeous.
please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's
The
already
tonal
started.
quality
The
is
dress
very
inside.
pure, which I like. Is that what that singing is for?
Yes. Oh, please, you're most welcome. We have much to be thankful for. May the Wave Mother smile on you.
Not a
as she
common
did
sentiment at funerals.
Of course, you're right.
I'm not actually going to go down and examine the funeral yet, but I am going to hop left here.
At least 100 in coins.
Man, I should probably get the rest of the gang here. Now that I'm looking at it. I'm going to need them for this fight. What else is over here? Halson. They're still fascinating the Steel Watcher. That's so funny.
No time to waste.
black stuff will give.
Actually, here. We'll do this. How did I get... Oh, that's right. I came up at the bottom of the... Out of the cistern. Came out over there. Oh, they're still playing! Usually fast traveling makes them stop. That's very silly. Y'all, come on.
Yes? My pleasure.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
You can't make him quit!
Sleep with one eye open.
You start a band and everyone else gets real into it.
Keeping pace.
Hey ho. Excuse. Marching.
Assume nothing.
Alright. Everyone done?
So, pleasure doing
Alright.
business with
Y'all can
you,
figure it
sir.
out from here.
Best be on my way.
Oh, yes, you can get there. Come now. Very pretty. We're coming back soon. Now, this fight, I've gone through several times. I've never found a really good way
Plague risk, do not enter.
to
This ship is under
fight
strict
it,
quarantine until further
except just
notice.
to tank the damage. Which I don't necessarily mind doing, but I really don't want to kill anyone. And that's usually what happens in this fight. That's good. That's bad. We got some sea plagues. I told Jorkins, I said, the captain should never have dropped anchor at Crone Island, but Jorkins just laughed at me like he always does. Now I ain't seen the captain in days, just stays in her cabin and calls out through a door saying she's sick and I'm feeling mighty poorly, and myself. Jorkins don't look so good neither, but at least he's stopped laughing at me.
No traps, please.
The Lustrous Lass. When the first man up said he wanted me to check out a Lustrous Lass, I didn't realize that was a ship's name and almost said something regrettable. But when he said the vessel was under quarantine after drifting into harbor with a dead crew, I realized Delmater had a task for me. The crew were dead indeed of poison or pestilence, but what killed them? I found a wicker basket of rotting fruit of a kind I didn't recognize. Could that be it? There's an aura of wickedness here that belies mere death by food poisoning. I must search more thoroughly, but all of a sudden I'm feeling tired. Very tired. These fish aren't rotten. These fish are in great shape. Diseased. The rest of my life. The last few 10 days since I made the deal with the Gloom Crone have been the happiest I've ever known. Enough gold to last the rest of your life, she promised, and every day I've hefted those heavy, clinking bags and have been satisfied with my lot. But I didn't just want to feel it, I wanted to see it. So last night I opened the sacks and discovered the Crone's trick. 6 actual gold pieces, while the rest of the coins, thousands of them, were nothing but worthless dross. I chucked them over the side in the dark, and then I suddenly felt ill. Well, who wouldn't? But something is scratching and making noise in my baggage, something bigger than a rat, and I'm afraid to see what it is. Ugh. These people keep making deals with crones. When has that ever ended well? My own deal. Ridiculous old Disby and his portents of doom, but this time maybe he's right. Though everything would be fine if Harfang had made me quartermaster as I deserved instead of giving the position to that old coot. But she wouldn't did it, so when we anchored at Crone Island, I slipped ashore and made my own deal. I'm a smart one, I am. Oh, hubris. Corpse do damage. Corpse. Alright, can't talk to any of these corpses. Alright, this sucker does poison damage, I think. Is it poison or necrotic? Pretty sure it's poison. Who do we have in this fight?
What's next?
Let's do Shadowheart and who does a ton of damage? You know what? Minthara can take a hit or two. Apparently Minthara is still over here. This is Halson. Y'all.
If I must.
It's been a week. This is how you treat it? This is how you treat this serious adventure? Get over there. Halson, where are you? Here you are.
Sylvanus' blessings.
Sylvanus' travel, you turkey. Why are you just sitting over here? Oh, he's stuck. Make the jump. What the heck?
Depends. How many barrels?
Look at you. Okay. Will you jump here? No, his jump's broke.
500 gold. At least
He's scared of jumping.
That's harbor robbery, especially when it's been in
How odd.
storage for months.
We both know you sell it for twice that to the armory. Once the
Now, why would Halson decide that he can't jump anymore?
I'll go 6.
Watch your back.
Alright, let's do... I have not yet gotten into fountain pen inks because I can tell that I would have a serious problem with it. A serious addictive problem. But also, I think your cat just recognizes how pretty it all is.
Wanna dance?
I'm going to use Will and Minthara
If it is for the
and
best.
Can't
Shadowheart.
stay idle.
Here we go. Commit. Alright. This horrible thing. Oh, it's acid damage. Rats. Okay. Well, look at Shadowheart up here at the top of the order. Good for her. Acid damage, huh? I wonder if this will hurt her. How does this dude feel about lightning? Let's get that shot. I wonder if that'll hurt her. It's a glyph intermediary. Okay, now that worked well. So area of effect, damage, immune to fire, immune to acid, immune to poison. We'll do less reflected damage than just straight up poking this fella. That's good to know. Well, failed the counterspell, Will. Way to go. Way to go, buddy. I took 54... What? Why? Oh, it was an opportunity attack. 54 acid damage, 300% of 18. God, that's just awful. Okay, Will, why don't you come over here? And what I would really love is just a good old-fashioned shove this guy over the wall. That'll work. Alright, let's go help Will, who sacrificed himself for the rest of us. Thanks, Will. Oh, I didn't actually loot it. What's in here? I've also belatedly realized it's called a cursed imp. I wonder if removing curse on him would have worked. Too late now.
Should mind my step.
And I don't think... Doesn't somebody have telekinesis on a cloak? Oh, right. Sure you don't want to figure out how to jump here, Halson? No, man. He's broke as a joke. He's got dominant person. Gale. Wow. Trying to have Halson jump is actually kind of wrecking my interface here. I'm gonna try saving and reloading. I guess he's looking at that little gap going, I'm so sorry, have you heard how my knees crack when I sit down? Sounds like someone breaking a bunch of twigs every time he crouches by the fire. Emailing at 10 p.m. at night. Moose, I do think his strength goes up if he wild shapes. The problem is, I can't even get him to jump, like, on the little stretch of dock he's on. Oh, well, okay. How enthusiastic he was. He jumped before we loaded. Are we good now? Are we good? Alright, willing to jump. I'm only gonna have him jump the rest of the way. That's your punishment, Halson. Bunny hop. Get over there. You missed the fight. Will went down. Tav took 53 damage. I hope you feel bad about yourself. Here. Why don't you cast some healing? What is the spell? Oh, this is Mass Cure Wounds. Oh, that's probably more than I need. How about this healing word? Yeah, give me those sweet, sweet 8 hit points. Oh, there's more! Give me another one. Give me those spell slots. Alright, we can drink potions the rest of the way. Got so many
In your name.
superiors. In your name. In the name of Sahuagin Moonbow. Okay. Oh, Will's.
Sharp as ever.
Will's pretty hurt. Ooh, that third one did quite a bit of healing. Okay. Alright. That's dealt with. I believe this boat crosses into prohibited territory, so I am going to save again here. I'm going to have quickly jump over and just complete the map, and then jump back.
This calls for careful
Scratch.
footwork.
Stay. Ooh, I see you. Back up there. Is that sucker gonna take a right? Yes! Bail, bail, bail! We're not getting thrown into jail at the start of this session. It's not happening!
Let's not get caught off guard.
That was one of the things that I learned when I was doing my original heist. I was like, man, these comprehensive pathing sessions for the guards are really, really thorough. Okay. Alright. I am now out of bonus actions. It occurs to me, so I can't jump back. But I should be able to loop through once and
This
then
ought to be good.
Oakfather's blessing.
get out of here. Okay. Ooh. Did I not go on that boat? No, I didn't, because I was going to come at it from the top. That's fine.
Taking my time in the shadows.
Eh. Great. Okay. So that's that. I think let's go do Mystic Carrion, which I actually quite like this little quest sequence. Whoa. There's a small audio bug that I have that you can't hear, but I can hear. One moment. This guy. That guy. Okay. Okay, let's jump to... I still need to do Gortash's parents. I haven't even done the sahuagin fight. Oh. God, this map is so big. I haven't done this building either. Okay. One thing at a time. Keep side straight.
Time to press ahead.
Now, I don't know... Minthara's got 2 of his urns. I don't know if that's going to matter. I'm going to leave her out here just in case.
I'll make a report to the city maintenance teams. They'll fix it. Eventually.
They don't have any city maintenance teams. All the kobolds got eaten by the Zed. And the Absolute.
Don't bother reporting it. The fists don't care what happens down here.
Oh.
What about the smell?
Distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though, curious. I can't say I've ever noticed the same about you, Astarion.
My whiff is very faint, thank you. Nothing a little bergamot, rosemary, and a hint of aged brandy can't hide. It's the perfect olfactory disguise for a corpse. Honestly, I miss my calling as a perfumer. I will cure you.
It's still very funny.
Clearly thought this through a great deal. I'm impressed and appalled in equal measure.
Oh, me.
Set into the mansion's faded exterior, you see the faintest outline of a door. An entrance designed to provide the utmost discretion. The door
I've read
pulses with a heavy, melancholic
I've read the
magic.
password for this door. I don't remember what it is. I hope the game does.
The living and the dead.
No, I've read it.
You sense it waits for the right words. It requires permission to open.
The word is Secreta Mortuorum. Because I remember saying Mortuorum. Long live Gortash, Baldur ends butter knife.
The door shudders. It has no choice but to let you inside.
Perhaps it shudders because it wants to let me inside.
Awaits.
Perhaps it thinks, hooray, an opportunity to meet a new friend. Okay. Man, I hope you can't tell I've already got some jaws. Minsk started a conversation?
You do not have an appointment.
No.
Yet you seek an audience with Mystic Carrion. Ah, yes. You
the
were drawn
idea
to me, a wanderer.
of Miz having
bearing
this
the scent
conversation.
of death. You are familiar with the necromancy of Fae.
Miz going,
I have heard the
bless you.
spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the living and the dead. Tell me, what did you make of its contents?
Is the book cold? Why is the book shivering? God. I'm gonna pretend Tav is answering here. You're familiar with the subject matter?
Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown.
Mystic Carrion
Perhaps one
is
day
so
the book will reveal its secrets to you.
annoyed.
Until then,
He's so
they're
impatient.
best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living.
I'm gonna leave. Also, I don't know this. God, that broke. Okay, Astarion, can you talk to him? You know stuff about necromancy of Fae.
Again, you disturb me. My client list is full, and you are not on it.
I'm disappointed. Am I disappointed enough to reload? I think I am. There are places in this in the game where the text, the translated text is, has a light touch, has a layer of metaphor between it, and there are places where it's heavy-handed, direct Latin translations, like Cazador's ritual runes. If you actually sit down and puzzle out those characters, it's like, we offer the force of life, we offer the force of life, we offer the force of life. It's just the same phrase repeated 3 times. God, I forgot how tied this quest is to Oscars. Alright, let's see, why doesn't everybody else just hang tight and Astarion and Tap can go in here first?
This way.
Let's see. Clang.
You do not have an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
I sense you too like to wander the boundaries between life and death.
It's also really interesting to me. He's got a very similar model to Wither's.
One of such power
and yet
into the presence
Wither's
of
voice is so dusty and dry and otherworldly. And this guy just sounds like a normal person going perhaps fate brought us together.
A naive interpretation of the forces at work beyond your perception. No wonder you sought a hand like mine to lead you through the darkness. I am
so dramatic.
Medium
remember him being this dramatic.
Who wonders? The hazy boundaries.
The hazy
of
boundaries.
mortality, bearing the intentions of the living and the knowledge.
Why don't I remember this guy being such a
Possess
drama
some
queen?
aptitude in that regard, but I'm afraid you aren't of the caliber required to be one of my regular
Medium
clients.
spirit. Medium. The dead divulge their secrets to me readily enough.
Is that so? Yes, I see.
Oh.
A brief and superficial incantation cast by only the crudest of magicians. No customer of mine would ever settle for such parlor tricks, nor would they pay for them. If that is the sum of your curiosity, then I'm afraid we have nothing more to discuss. In this life, at least.
Have you anything to trade?
Some spiritual materials, though not much within
Half
reach
of all
of
wizards.
your purse, I fear.
Oh, you, you snarky little jerk. Nothing in reach of my purse. Pshaw. He does have the Hood of the Weave, which I want for Gale. Sporekeeper armor, I don't actually want. Neither do I really want the Veil of Mourning. But, they'll sell well to someone else, probably Damon. I care less about the scrolls. I do want the hood. Okay.
Can't give up now.
Alright, let's go ahead and start the Oster quest, because I want,
Again, you disturb me.
the direction to Thrumbo.
My client list is full, and you are not on it.
Blah, 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 blah. Did I find a letter? Maybe I did. I know you helped Oscar. I found your letter.
The painter.
Maybe I did find a letter. That sounds familiar now that he says it. Now that he
wanted to
intones
contact
it.
a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance.
Yes, exactly. You understand the
complexity of his request.
underestimate the depths
His
of my purse.
inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra.
Oh. So if you were richer, you would have protected him.
Of course. That's what my clients pay for. To feel safe and superior, even over death itself.
Uh-oh.
Oscar couldn't afford 1/10 of my usual fees. I was indulgent in helping him, but now the spirit must be exorcised. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism?
Correct
I can
expression.
provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony, but you understand, this is my livelihood.
Livelihood.
First,
Sure.
you
What a
must do
choice of
something
words.
for me.
What kind of service?
Do not worry. It is of an earthly nature. It regards a conduit of mine, Thrumbo, who has recently deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me. Then I will give you what you need to cleanse Oscar of his spectral interloper.
His body. It sounds like you want him killed.
My child. That would be asking the impossible. He is already dead.
Side-eyed glances to Astarion, also
What do
dead.
they call them here? A zombie.
I don't like how often he smiles.
A waif I rescued from the jaws of death and gave a second chance at earthly purpose.
Perhaps
If
heard
he
this
does
story
not
before.
value
This
the
tale
gift
as old
I
as time.
gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his.
Ooh. Baldur's Gate is a big city. A name's not much to go on.
Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have
I like his
offered you
nails.
the
Those look
job.
cool and creepy.
Thrumbo
Little
is not
bony tips.
alone in his ingratitude.
Ingratitude.
He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even
Yeah, right.
Thrumbo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of
They both walk out going, we're gonna kill this guy, right? Yes. I need time to think about this.
A simple errand seems no price at all for the soul of your artist friend.
Friend?
Take
Strong
time
word.
to consider my offer.
Tab likes
If that
collecting
is
friends,
what
but she's
you
not sure. She should count Oscar among that number.
I'm sure Oscar has plenty to spare.
Okay.
You are under my compulsion, Spectre!
What an interesting series of parallels here. Also, what could you possibly keep in your little chest? Alright. This is how I... Oops, I don't need this yet. This is how I played this first time. Did not occur to me to do anything else.
I wonder what the next
Lifting the torch now, I will say, does make Oscar's quest much easier. It also led to me going like, why is everybody having so much trouble figuring out what to do with Oscar's quest? Like, I just had this torch the whole time. I don't know where I got it. Alright, I need darkness. A darkness arrow. Oh, Astoria, where are you? Fire an arrow of darkness for me, please. Where are you on top? Get up here. Okay. 1 arrow of darkness. Ooh, I'm getting down to single digits.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, let's get in here. And a little crouch. And a little lockpick. Ooh, natural 20. Natural 20 on the lockpick. And a note. What follows is a musty list of items, use, client, and location. Items to be acquired. Doll of the Necromancer, Reanimation, Ashta, Geldig, Eshperta. Bone of Abyssal Depth, Soul Settlement, Fifth Wind, Kendrick, Moonshay, Torch, Revocation, Burning of Tormented Spirits, Anchor, Oscar, Fevris, or Fervas, Baldur's Gate. Take all. And then I think Astarian, you're just gonna have to move.
I bite. If I must.
If you must, take 1 step to your left, you big baby. Potion of speed. And let's just go ahead and pickpocket him this turn. Okay. I want the hood. 15 with advantage and guidance. Got it.
No one will notice.
I don't really want any of these other scrolls. I mean, we can take the key, I suppose.
What to take from your pocket?
I don't even... I'll take the cloud finger.
That's interesting.
Flash blinder.
Take what I please.
I don't think I really need any of these. Battle Mage's power is nice.
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
Don't need more Colossus. I'll take Vigilance.
Interesting selection.
Don't need any more fungal bamboozlers. Alright, I think that'll do it. Okay. I'd like to lift both of these, clothing sets. But I don't want them so badly that I'm going to save scum or fight jail to get them. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. That's okay, baby. I was just adjusting in the seat. He's lying right behind my chair, so that if I shift my weight in the chair, he can feel it in the casters. He lifted his head in alarm that I might be about to roll over his ear, which I did not. I feel like I might have saved over much. These loading screens are getting longer and longer. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Lies before me. Can't slow down.
Oh, hey, Scratch. What were you doing? What were you sniffing out here? Oop.
The broadsheet's gone to pot
Stop being incapacitated. I think there's a discoverable over here. Yeah, that's what you were sniffing. I remember where you were going. Oop. I've also just realized I'm doing this in broad daylight. No one look. And the other thing that I want to do quickly before I do leave is head up the stairs.
Magic here.
Bye. Oh.
In pure form. Nothing like the true weave at all.
Oh, Gale being judgmental.
This is why I appreciate a sharp blade to a ball of fire or a bolt of lightning. The weave is inconsistent, unruly.
Unruly.
The weave is constant, but its users, anything but. We must be on our guard.
A Githyanki warrior hardly needs to be told that.
Gale, how dare you suggest that Lae'zel was not always on her guard?
Come on, open up.
That's really funny. A 40! I just rolled a 40 on that lockpick. Thank you, Rapture. Oh, wait, I had Rapture on that theft. How... Man! How the heck did I fail that? Please understand. Please, Father Carrion, I beg of you, I just need a little more time to earn back enough to pay your fee. My house is ransacked, I have nothing left, I can hardly put food on the table.
These boots have seen everything.
Eyewitness account. I've read this. Add to wares. Evil, evil, evil. I should just head up like all of my journal titles. Evil, evil, evil. Father Carrion Myars. You're nothing but a scam artist. They say you're a necessary evil if we want to talk to our loved ones, but I say you're just plain evil. As soon as I have enough evidence to report you, you can expect a visit from the Fist. Better yet, the Steel Watch. Really? Lygus? Alright, well, I don't mind killing you. Sorry, I probably should, but I don't. Must ha- oh, I've got the wrong rig on. Shadowheart, just go stand next to him. Oh, he's blinded. That's so sad. I thought they didn't complain unless you went upstairs, but I guess they complain here too. I did have to break the lock to get up here, which is okay. Alright, good. It's just the ones upstairs. As it should be.
Ready. No choice but to keep going.
I'll just wait. You can come down. Immune to nauseous. Thank you, Hero's Feast. Will. That was a good hit. Oh, Scratch.
Yes.
You're not going to fight. Minthara.
Position.
Oh, your aura's up. And then let's do... How about a little black hole? How do we feel about that? Okay. And then... Divine Sense in yourself. Growl. Shadowheart, just... I hit him. Good job. That was great. You did good.
Blood comes easy these days.
Tav can do a bonus action attack on this fella. Way to go. And then, how about...
Time to press ahead.
Here. And like so.
Don't draw any attention.
And can you get up there? Not enough movement. Okay. Can't have disadvantage. Why is her movement so little? Fine. What arrows do I have? Yeah, sure. Why not? Hit yourself. Oh, that one. Way better than expected, actually. Great. Haha! Well... let me see. Path interrupted. Good hit, good hit.
Unleash me.
Minthara, just come hit this one.
Time to bleed.
He's got 3 hit points.
Yes.
Hit him. Okay, that was a little excessive. That's alright. Anyway, where were we? Evil, evil, evil. As soon as I have enough evidence, as soon as I have evidence enough to report you, you can expect a visit from the Fist. Better yet, the Steel Watch.
Need any attention right
Yoink. What's behind this door? You know, for a man who had 2 keys in his pocket, he sure seems to have locked his doors with things that are not those keys. 40 again! I would like to enter the room. Thank you. Oh, stinky.
That smell. These corpses aren't the freshest.
That explains why the street smells so bad. Pretty smelly.
Arrest the smell?
Yes, I can hear you. Arrest the smell, please. All right. Take that weave moss, take that out of crocus. I think I've been down here before, and I just didn't come up the ladder. Maybe
for me.
I sure think I have been, though. My playthroughs are blending together. These crates sure have not been looted. Maybe it was my last playthrough.
Something over there.
I'll take that lemon. I've not been down here this playthrough. That I can swear to. Ooh! Ooh! I'll take those spells. A mummy's memories. Some mortals might wonder why Mummy Lord would abandon a subterranean crypt where he has abided for several human lifetimes, safely conducting delicate experiments into the very nature of life and its so-called opposite death, and trade all that for a perilous existence in a ramshackle waterfront house in the cesspit of Baldur's Gate. Some mortals might be morons. An entity of erudition and taste must naturally have a keen appreciation for what the surface world has to offer. The lilt of music and the lyricism of poetry, the cry of seagulls over Grey Harbor at sunset, the touch of a soft, non-decayed hand. You don't need a nose to savor a fine wine. All of these things and more I have earned through my dedication to esoteric studies, but all of these things, as well as rare alchemy ingredients, alembics, and athanors, cost money, a lot of it. Thus, my new career as a high-priced and exclusive mystic consultant to the wealthy of the upper city. I have needs, and they will not be denied.
Secret lair in the Undercity ruins. What was Carrion doing there?
He was putting his body parts in, what are they called? Canopic jars? Canopic jars? Minthara has 2 of them in her pocket. You know this. Canopic. I'm gonna take this mugwort. I'm gonna take this weave moss and this balsam. He's gonna sit down here and going, what the heck happened to my herbs? There's been a thief
deep
in the area. How rude.
Father always shooed me away from this place.
So what exactly?
More
traps in a water-deep dungeon.
Most unfair to pour such scorn on rats.
And I don't get the sense that my father was being literal.
Well, Halson has nothing to say to that. Okay.
What about the smell? It stinks. Something rotten.
I don't think these ghouls have anything on them, yeah. Oh, camera. We've just gotten back together. Don't make me fight you. Rectus. I believe Rectus is also the name of a character in Mad Max.
That's a friendly
Pretty sure.
The flick of the wrist. Time to press ahead.
Alright. Gold pendant. Take that.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Everyone's favorite viscera pile. There must be, especially in Baldur's Gate, an entire group of people whose job it is just to clean up after necromancers, ball cultists. They've got to have like a special group chat about the best way to get bloodstains out of everything. You guys aren't going to believe this. We have bloodstains and aged mahogany.
Warded with necrotic magic.
How the heck am I going to get him out of that? Murphy's writing. Oh, that's so writing exorcises. A series of writing exercises outlined by Thrumbo addressed to my brothers. Beneath the exercises, several misguided attempts to write the letters of the alphabet. None successful. Oh no, of course Cazador. He probably started the guild. God. Alright, Thrumbo's note. Out of the beggar's portrait, which is so cute. I don't know. Let's see if I can get it. Look at these little guys. It's the 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just adorable. And that's one has a little heart for a heart. The zombie family. I have so many opinions. Alright, Thrumbo's note. Today's abuse was the final straw. We are out of here. Carrion's reach extends only so far. Gather whatever money you can scrape together and give it to me. I'm going to buy a small boat and we're going to row to freedom. Spread out and hide until tomorrow night and then meet me at the usual spot on the beach. And for the love of Mask, make sure Carrion doesn't see this note, maybe swallow it.
The canvas. At the ready.
So sad. It's okay, Thrumbo. I really want to try one more time to lift that robe. While I'm here.
I have need of you.
Shadowheart, can you talk to this ghoul? Just make him turn around.
Not food, client.
Oh, I had it for a second.
You carry strange.
Alright, that's alright.
Road ahead.
One more try, just one. I'll save first.
Whatever it takes. You need to pick me up.
I hear you, Sophie. Oh, Shadowheart just walked all over his table. I'm glad he didn't care.
Still alive.
I would be kind of annoyed if someone walked all over my table.
Lies before me.
I guess one more arrow of darkness won't kill me. I'm running out of merchants to rob anyway. Oops.
Let's get going.
Breathe quiet.
Okay.
Move with care. Let's see what you're hiding. What to choose?
How close was that roll? Got the first one. 34. just feel like with the rapture, I should really take advantage of it. Oh, 2 for 2! Wah! I'm gonna take this cloud kill too. I'm high! I'm high on success. What about the side bite? Alright, I gotta leave. I'm about to make a critical mistake here. Bail, bail, bail!
Another step forward.
Alright. So Thrumbo is down by the beach. Ink bottle number 8 before you got all over your hands. What color was the ink that spilled on your hands, though? A bright color or like a classy black? You know, when he said beach, I really thought they meant like this beach. Blue-black. Okay, that's pretty good. Could be worse. Could be much worse. Could be red. Turns out this beach ain't it. This beach is what they mean. I wouldn't have called this a beach, but that's okay. I have an injections course that I teach with the students that requires them to practice on some models. And the models have IV bags of simulated blood, which is basically just sterile water, distilled water with very strong food coloring. Which is fine, except that those bags leak like sieves. And every single time I exchange the blood to, like, rinse the IV bags and rinse the tubing, or to rinse the arms out, I end up, even if I wear gloves, usually it gets on my wrists, with these, like, bright red, bloody stains that take forever to go away. And so I get, you know, double takes from students being like, what's going on there? It's alright? You bleeding? Bleeding all over your hands? No. Alright. Lumbar.
Changed your mind? Offer's still there. Go on. Have a swing.
You recall where you've smelled this beggar's rotten musk before? In Mystic Carrion's chambers. This is one of his runaway servants.
You ran away from Mystic Carrion to do this?
Carrion sent you. Shit. Don't think about trying anything. I'll fight back.
Oh. Ooh, interesting. Rogue deception. Relax. The boss just wanted to give you and Thrumbo a proper send-off. Do you need anything? It's technically deception, but it's deception really against Carrion. So I'm gonna pick that one. DC 18.
He did. I suppose. I mean, really? Thrumbo was going to get us a boat, but I haven't heard from him since. He must be somewhere near the water. I just hope he didn't drown.
Oh. Thrumbo's okay. I think it's finally time to do the graveyard. There's a lot in here. Oh, and this also means we're gonna find out if Shadowheart's key conversation regarding her parents has fired correctly. Or at least regarding her memories, which affects her choice with her parents. God, this graveyard. It's much further over than I remember.
Only a day or two old. So, some fruitcake. Never goes off.
I found out this year that my dad loves fruitcake. Which really surprised me. I only discovered this because I went home for Christmas and there was a whole, like, brick of fruitcake next to the microwave. And I was like, what is this, like, clonk, clonk, clonk? What is this brick? And I was like, it's fruitcake. And I was like, fruitcake? And she's like, your dad loves fruitcake. And I was like, really? Let's see. Graveyard. Alright. Oh. Shadowheart, I need... Where's Shadowheart? I need to go rifling through your inventory. Uh-oh. Did I make elixirs out of all of her night orchids? That's sad. I should be able to remember to come back and do that. Oh. That's disappointing. Alright, what can we make here? Let's make some flash binders. Greater healing. Mind reading, sure. Valve for movement. Okay. That's alright. Okay. Dear Shadowheart, happy birthday. My love, you would have been 47 today. We celebrated with cake and ale. We sang your song. We imagined you were there with us and what you'd say. Living without you doesn't hurt any less, but the pains become less harrowing. I adore you.
Here rests Alistair Manley, taken too soon.
Of sorrow at this grave. But why? Who is this? That name on the tombstone before. It meant nothing to me, yet I felt a pang of loss all the same.
Surely not someone you know. What Sharon would be buried out here?
You'd be surprised. Not all of us don robes and dark armor. Some people live perfectly normal lives on the surface, blending in utterly, so that they can serve the Dark Lady in utter secrecy. And not every skill that the Dark Lady asks of her followers can be taught in the shadows. Some can only be mastered on the streets, in daylight, amidst crowds. Lying, tailing, observing without being seen, picking a purse without being felt. I think I must have been sent to learn all these things from the man in that grave. Alistair Manley. Sounds human, and the grave wasn't recent. He must have died some time ago. And I mourned him already. He'd surely not have been buried here if he was exposed. He must have taken the secret of his faith to the grave, undiscovered. A very Sharon ending.
Alright, here we go. Show me a successful exclamation point fire. Oh, it hasn't gone.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. Ew.
Oh, that's annoying.
Grint Thorg, fighter, lost in Durlag's tower. We couldn't recover your bodies, so we buried your 10-foot pole. Here rests Alistair Manley, taken too soon.
And I think I have looked at the graffiti already for her, so it should have gone. Let me... Oh, boy, there's no quick way to hop back. Yeah, let me just check that I've done the graffiti conversation.
What do you mean? What else is down there?
That berry bush is looted, which normally means I have.
Beyond that gate is the upper city, housing the great and the good of Baldur's Gate.
You yearn for a better class of company, Astarion?
Gods no. Who'd want to spend time with anyone, great or good?
Alright. Yes, looks like we've had the graffiti conversation as well. That's unfortunate. Alright.
All's well, I hope.
Oh.
Aside from the obvious.
Shadowheart, you're covered in grass! Alright, what is supposed to happen? What should happen? Oh god, there's no way I'll go from the grave. What is supposed to happen is that after you have interacted with that grave, with Alistair Manley's grave, and also with that little bit of graffiti, is that an internal flag regarding Shadowheart's, it's actually called parent points, is supposed to correctly increase its tally to 2, 1 point for each of those. And once that tally has been flipped, a separate conversation is supposed to pop. Regarding the smells of Baldur's Gate. And what's really sad is that I tested it off screen right at the start of
Almost pleasant traveling with company.
Of Act 3, and it worked then. So let me see really quickly if I can do one thing and get it to go here. Oops.
My sweet girl.
Oh. Now we have to listen to these sad parents.
Sob, roar, scream. Do what you must in the tangles of grief. I will leave you for now, but I shall not be far. Death's blessings upon you.
Right, let's see. So it should be this fella. Oh, hang on. I actually might need to restart the game really quickly, which is I would rather do now. Give me just a moment. Ugh. If I don't do this now, I'm afraid it's not going to happen. I'm not going to remember. Oh. Anyway, this conversation is important because once the conversation has triggered, meaning that the game has registered that Shadowheart has the correct number of internal parent points, she chooses to save her parents in the House of Grief quest rather than choosing to moat them if he leaves the decision up to her. Which is my preference, and which fits better for Tav's history. So it is what I would like to happen if I can coax the game to cooperate. And if not, I don't mind persuading her into it, but I would prefer it to happen quote-unquote naturally. As soon as this loads. All right. Okay, and if this doesn't work, I'll just have to investigate it off stream later, which I don't mind doing. Ah, but it has worked! Regard the exclamation point. Here we go, Shadowheart. My darling, my dear.
Baldur's Gate. It's amazing how a place I don't truly remember feels so familiar. Just wandering the streets is causing little things to come back to me. Just the barest crumbs of memories, but still. I suppose when you're famished, a crumb is a feast.
What stands out the most?
Honestly, and don't laugh, it's the smells. I never thought I'd be so glad to be greeted by the waft of docks and alleyways. It doesn't dredge up any specifics, just a feeling I can't quite define. But it's a comforting feeling, all the same.
All right. That's it. A little conversation. And yet so frustratingly elusive.
Baldur, taken by Umberlee's rage, recovered by her grace. This tombstone shows only the graven initials MT.
Which I'm pretty sure is a Critical Role reference. Surely it must be.
Mighty Branwem. The foe hammer grants you honor in death. Here lies Bargus freely. He should have looked before he leapt.
Let's see what the mail shows. Honorable Mortark Skyer. My neighbors, a lovely couple in the prime of their lives, were found dead at their house yesterday, a burglary gone wrong by the looks of it. They leave behind a young girl and no money for a burial. The odor is already potent and they'll be thrown in the Chianthars shortly. I'm sure you get many a letter like mine, so I'm sorry to add to your burden, but could you see it in your heart to perform rites for this poor couple? The neighborhood is scraped together from coppers for the cost, but I confess it isn't much. May the Lord of the Dead grant them peace. Beldina Bone Knuckles. Mortark Gracie Skyer.
Death's blessings upon you. I am Mortark's sire, devotee
sorry.
of
Sorry. I
Convo.
really butchered the pronunciation of your name.
I pray you find comfort among the dead, as I do. To rid ourselves of the coils of flesh is a beautiful thing.
Yes, ma'am. If you say so.
On my way.
Alright, a metal pipe. Coming out of a butcher shirt. Dig him up! Quick! Oh. Hello, Gothric Rillan.
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you.
What were you doing down there?
Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched the wrong baldy and got myself buried for the trouble.
There, but for the grace of
Stone
Timora
calls
goes
himself.
Tav.
More like stone shite.
You idiot, learn the signs of a dangerous mark.
I got greedy, all right? I won't make that same mistake twice. Thieves' honor. Look, I ain't got much in the way of thanks, but the stiff below has some fancy doodads. You're welcome to them.
Ah, thank you. I'm feeling the pressure of eyes on the back of her head. Let's loot all of it. Oh, encumbered. Oh, this can go to Gale. It's for you anyway. Alright. A new hat! There it is. Your weave set is complete. Which should actually put him... plus 15. I had him at plus 20 in a past playthrough. He'll get one more from the Mirror of Loss. What else was boosting him? Was it his other staff? Maybe his other staff was a plus 3? I'll have to go back and look. I mean, not that 15 is anything to sneeze at. I'll need to look at his rings and his jewelry too. Alright.
In peace.
I understand. I will do what I can.
Alright, Anita Fisher. What do you have to say?
I am not leaving until Lily has a goddamned coffin. I'm sorry, but our baby girl... Our baby...
Oh.
I know, love. I know. If you're here for a burial, good luck. The carpenter around back claims there's a backlog. We asked for a child-sized coffin, but I said it'll take a month.
You lost your child. I'm so sorry.
7 years of age. And murdered. What kind of monster hurts a little girl?
Shush, love. We're going to get Lily a coffin, all right? Give her the burial she deserves.
Oof. Valmorba.
I'm sorry for your loss, but it will be a 10-day before I can take your departed. Maybe more. If you notice any odors before then, treat the body with jasmine, honeysuckle, whatever you can get.
You know, like I was actually thinking about that. I'm looking for a grave. Name of Inn Kerwin.
Kerwin? Oh, yeah. He's just outside, under the great willow with the drooping branches. It's good of you to come. He hasn't had any visitors in a long time.
I just want to pay my respects.
It's important to remember those who have gone before.
She's also wearing a Starion's shirt.
I wish there were more
in
like
black,
you.
which I don't like. Let the band have a unique shirt. I also had only once did I realize you take one little bit of weave moss off one of these caskets, and boy does she accuse you of theft and get real mad that you've disrupted the caskets. Balmorba, thank you for the grace and kindness you've shown me. You've gone above and beyond to give Ayana the best send-off she could have. I've been close to golden for the casket to bring her luck into her favorite teddy bear. She loved that thing more than me. I used to joke. I pray it brings her as much comfort as Kellamvor embrace did. Best wishes, Fiona. Tav, I don't think has ever thought about having kids in her life. You know, having children implies that you are almost certainly going to be around, you know? You're going to have a future. And she's never considered herself as having a future. She's never been certain she's going to live through the month. So the idea of her having children of her own is a glimpse into a life of stability and security and length that she has never anticipated for herself. And so the idea of her having children is brand spanking new. Now, I've done a little bit of reading into vampire reproduction, and it depends on what iteration, what version of Forgotten Realms, what edition, I guess, you're looking at. But there's some editions that say, like, if the vampire has freshly fed, they're capable of reproducing and creating mortal children. Like if they're glutted enough on blood, like close enough to life, close enough to living. That's one. And then there's other editions that suggest that vampires who have children with mortals have not mortal children, but instead Dhampir children. Of course I did that research. I was curious. I was really curious. But they have Dhampir children who are like these like half vampire creatures that do require more than just like food for sustenance, but who often like can be carried in a mortal woman's body and can have relatively normal mortal lives. I've read about versions of Dhampirs that like they feed on blood. There are versions that feed on like psychic energy. There are versions that feed on dreams. And so like if they feed on negative dreams and nightmares, they can grow up and become like evil twisted versions of themselves. But if they feed on like pleasant dreams and people who love them, they like grow up to become totally normal, well-adjusted children. I was actually not familiar with them before Baldur's Gate, so they were new to me.
Any luck with the carpenter?
I haven't decided if Tav like has a biological child. I'm pretty sure she and Astarion end up with like at least one kid. The more I think about it, like down the road, but I don't know if it's a biological kid. I kind of love the idea of it being a biological kid, but I don't know how much into weird Dhampir stuff I want to go. Like, you know, with my Hawk and Fenris, I knew they had kids from pretty early on. I knew how many kids they had. I knew it was girl, boy, girl. I knew what they named them, and like I knew they had kids pretty early on, but I wasn't sure for a while if Tav and Astarion have kids. I do think they do eventually. But I don't know if it's like if they find a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not offspring. They find a foundling somewhere and adopt, or if they have a biological kid. Either way, I don't think it's a planned child. They definitely have an accidental child. And just kind of like have to live with it. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. from Pathfinder, where it's like they could be the offspring of a mortal and a vampire, they could be the result of a pregnant mortal who was turned, or they could be the result of fucked up magic rituals. Yeah, you know, correct. Yeah, we're keeping this. Yeah, yeah, right. I reached into someone's pockets to lift them of all their belongings, and I've accidentally taken their infant. But they were a pretty bad person. I'm pretty sure this infant was going to get sacrificed in a ritual, so we're keeping it. Hope you don't mind. I need you to clear out your drawer of silks and satins, and we're going to put the baby in a drawer for a minute until we get a crib. Alright, a diary written in a beautiful, archaic script. Drawings of flowers detail every page. Today was difficult, but then again, what day hasn't been lately? It was a child this time. She was young and beautiful, her face peaceful despite the brutality of her death. Her parents had only coppers, but I waived my fee. I know I shouldn't, my savings are perilously low these days, but considering how she must have suffered, it was the least I could do for her family. I asked her parents if she had any favorite scents. They told me she loved the sea, a water baby they called her. I prepared the body with weave moss, styling her hair with Chutler's oil. They cried when they saw her hugging me, thanking me. I've never felt a deep connection to the gods. That is the Mortark's purview, not mine, but moments like today gave me purpose. As a gravekeeper, I provide comfort in grief, beauty in death, peace in sorrow. I only wish I did not have to do it so often. I need to buy a Gazette for today, also. I think I've actually read all of these. Yep. I do think that however they acquire this child, it's way down the road. It is not anything that happens within the context of the game, or even within maybe 10 years after the game. It's very far away. After they've been secure in their relationship with each other for a long time.
They got the bad man, Mum, so we're safe now. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay.
Oh. Have not be encumbered by corpse roses. I should also mark those wares. We could send those fish to camp, I suppose. Somehow my first 3 playthroughs, I completely missed this guy. I never met him until playthrough 4.
Fully booked. And no, I don't care if your loved one was drowned, strangled, or butchered. I'm not making you a coffin.
Not even for a child. That couple is really upset.
Why? Because they have a dead kid.
Ooh.
Welcome to half the city.
Slap that hat right off your head.
You want to bump someone else to the back of the queue? Fine. But it'll cost you.
You can either make those parents a coffin or I'll bury you alive.
Really? A man can't even work in peace now.
Correct.
Without being threatened, is
You got it.
Fine. They can pick it up at sunset. Now bugger off before I change my mind.
Jerk.
Don't mind if I do.
I really have been entertaining myself lately with images of Tav and Astarion not telling anyone in their little circle that they've acquired a child, whether Tav carried it or they found it, but just showing up one day to visit Gale, like probably just popping out of the portal in Gale's tower, and Astarion is just holding a toddler upside down by the ankle, going, "You have to stop crying. You have to stop crying." And Gale going, "What have you done? Oh God, what have you done? What have you done? Who did you steal this child from? You have to take it back." I'm like, no, this is ours. It's what? Why in God's name do you have a child?
I won't bury Lily without a coffin. I refuse.
No one's suggesting that. You've just got to figure this out.
Your daughter's coffin will be ready soon. I took care of it. You did? Oh no, 100%. Astarion has no idea how to parent. I think that he would indulge all of the wrong behaviors at first. And it's funny because, like, I think Fenris would actually be a pretty good dad. I think Astarion would be a terrible dad. And Tav would also be a terrible mother. They're gonna teach these child terrible habits. So we're really going to be depending on Karlach and Will. Like, honey, we have to go to hell so your responsible aunt and uncle can teach you teach you how to be a normal person. Here's how to have a modicum of personal responsibility and not get arrested. Yeah, you don't steal stuff. Yeah, you know how your parents are stealing everything that they touch? Normal people don't do that. Not everyone has been thrown in jail within their lifetimes. It's not a good thing to know the fists by name when you go in to get your parents out of prison. Ugh. Astarion giving Gale a person the beast lecture is really funny. Alright, let's see if I can actually do this without anyone yelling at me.
This calls for careful footwork.
This pipe, this hole, oh, there used to be a hole that got exposed here. Yeah, there you go. I think it's supposed to take you down to the sewers, via some particular path, but you have to be small, which is a waste. Astarion would use the child for pranks and mischief. Tav would use the child as a distraction so she could pickpocket people. They both use the child to horrify their friends. Like, oh, man, it'll take a village to raise this kid.
Don't mind if I do.
It'll take a village just to raise a moderately functional member of society. Records of the deceased. A seemingly endless list of names and causes of death are written in a delicate cursive. This details a recent entry. Deceased, Duke Belin Stelmane, human female, brown hair, slight build. Cause of death, blood loss, 36 stab wounds. Position of cuts suggests deliberate placement. Right hand removed from body post-mortem. Blood sample reactive to crawler mucus. Deceased was paralyzed when the murder took place. Burial on hold until Flaming Fist investigation is complete. Oh. Oops. I do like the idea of the kids spending summers on Shadowheart's farm and, like, taking care of the animals.
Cursed to put my hands on
Darylyn Nickley. The note is hastily written on a parchment that stinks of rotting flesh and lilacs. Deceased, Darylyn Nickley, human male, medium build, brown hair, hazel eyes, 3 and 30 years. Cause of death, untreated infection. Widow claims the deceased cut himself while chopping wood. Reported symptoms of high fever, nausea, and diarrhea. Placement and angle of wound in right upper thigh corroborates this, as does the pustulence. Burial, widow unable to afford full burial. Uklav refused to make a coffin without payment up front. Will oil and bind the body to slow decomposition. But yeah, summers at Shadowheart's farm, I think. Regular trips to hell to meet her good, like, probably her godparents, Will and Karlach, so they can teach her how to be a normal person. And probably, like, tutoring with Gale for a while until they realize she's just coming home talking about the weeb all the time. I do think the first kid is a girl. I don't know why. In my head, I think they have a little girl. A collection of a mortician's professional notes on embalming and mummification. The most recent note is as follows. I've purchased a rare find from an adventurer who found it in the Undercity, an ancient funerary jar containing internal organs that have been preserved for, I don't know, centuries at least. Their mummification technique is unknown to me and may include a combination of mortuary alchemy and necromantic enchantments. I must find the time to study this in detail, as what I'd learn could be invaluable in enhancing my own embalming techniques. Alright, Minthara, one more bit of a body for you. Mystic Carrion's lungs.
No one back home will ever believe this. All for me.
Oh. Flower preservation notes. I would like to read this book, please. Log 47, sample 32A, added summer lily-infused oil to boiling wax. The dipped bouquet neither wilted nor carried the odor of decay, however scent was uniform and lacked variety. Potential ideas: add widow's blossom and whispering bloom to the wax. More pleasant scent, but difficult to maintain solution integrity. The use of a porous solution, a varnish, but visible effects may be more obvious. Prestidigitation, use spell to imbue the bouquet with original odor, however, effects severely limited by time and possible cost. As a self-care treat, I actually have a subscription to a monthly bouquet of flowers from Books.com, because I just love having fresh flowers in the house, and I don't have flowers that bloom year-round, and I like the varieties that they send. And normally it's quite a varied variety. I've had, like, tiny pineapples, I've had lots of, like, dahlias, zinnias, mums. There's a sunflower bouquet one month that was beautiful. I've been doing this every year. But this meant the bouquet was all roses. I'm looking over at it now. It's like 25 huge roses. Dark pink, light pink, white, kind of a medium purple, and then this really, really pale lavender. And they're beautiful. It's the least wilted the roses I've ever gotten, although they are fading faster than I would prefer for, some of these bouquets last 3 weeks, and the rose bouquet is going to last, 5 or 6 days. But the smell is heavenly. They're so fragrant. I walk in after work, and the entire first floor smells like roses. Oh, this is not what I meant to do. It's really, really nice. And the bouquets are a lot cheaper with a subscription than just, purchasing them on my own. Which is convenient for me. Yeah, we can go do the Heen Mausoleum.
Should do it.
I actually had to buy bigger bases because some of them were so large that I, Scratch, please don't trip that. I can see you trying to touch it. I don't trust you, dog.
That might be worth a look.
But the bouquets were so large, like the stems were so numerous, I either had to split them into 2 vases or I had to buy a single bigger vase. So I just bought a bigger vase. I've been slowly collecting plants around the house. I've got a ZZ plant on the mantle, which is doing wonderfully. I used to have a mother-in-law tongue in that little pot. It has no drainage, and after 3 or 4 years of significant neglect, it finally died. I've read this. And then I've got a Chinese fern on the fireplace, and that's doing okay. Oh, this is the 3rd one of those. It's not as thriving as I would like. It's definitely putting out new leaves.
Step carefully.
But it's just not really filled out the pot. I think it's not getting enough sun.
Rabbi, they seek to harm my hamster.
This goes really cute. So I've been thinking about moving it, but I just haven't bothered. And then I have a small... What have you done? What have you done, Halson? Oh, shoot. It's a tropical plant. Oh... I can't remember the name of it. But that was given to me for my birthday last year by one of the women who works with me. And it's definitely alive and thriving, but I think it's not getting enough sun, and I know I'm underwatering it for a tropical plant, so it's not blooming as much as it used to. But I did check with the nursery, and I was like, can I plant this outside in the southeast? And they're like, no, it's a tropical plant. It's not meant to get cold at all. A single frost would kill it. So I've been keeping it indoors. And then I've got a bouquet, not a bouquet, but a dish of, oh, what's in that? There's some polka dots, there's some variegated, large-leafed, fern-looking plant. There were a couple of yellow flowers in there, those have died, that came from my uncle's funeral, but it was a beautiful collection of flowers, so I've been keeping that alive as well. But collecting plants indoors has brought me a lot of joy. I really enjoy gardening, although I have no patience for it in cold weather. So having having some greenery inside has been nice. I'm thinking about getting another flowering plant for indoors as well, but they do require a little more nutrition than I may be willing to provide. Why am I in bit? I feel like I've walked into a room holding a key and, I've forgotten why I've come in. Also, why have these keys not gone into my key ring? I know why the scrolls haven't gone into my scroll book, but why the keys not into the key ring? Do you still have a key ring? And the alchemy ingredients did not go into the bag? Curious. Okay. We're about to hit last frost here. It should be this week. So this weekend, depending on how I'm feeling and how the dog's doing, I'm hoping to go by the nursery and pick up this year's annuals. I've got a couple ideas. Haven't decided what color I'm going to put in the front box yet. I planted lantana last year, and it did absolutely nothing. Like, it just bloomed a little bit for the first couple of weeks. And then for about 6 weeks, it did... Yeah, Tav's not going to be able to make this. What am I doing? Get Carlac in here. And then, it just did not flower at all, like, did nothing but greenery for about 2 months after that, and I was feeling very, like, oh, I bought these to flower. And then, after that period, all of a sudden, all the white lantana died, and the yellow lantana, like, went crazy. Everything. Oh, that's a +3 shield. Good, but not good enough. It grew like 3 feet high, put out hundreds of blooms. I was sending pictures to my mom, be like, these jerk plants, can you believe this? And they bloomed forever. I mean, they bloomed till after Christmas. Kneel with the weight of all you value at his feet, and he will reveal himself. Skeleton. Open. He just has a candle. I'm going to leave the candle with the skeleton in the corpse. So, this is already opened, because I think Carlac was heavy enough on her own. Or people wandering by all did it enough. But there's this little platform right here, this little square. And if you get enough weight on it, it will open up this little passage here to the left of the hewn mausoleum. I normally have to do this by doing turn-based mode and like planting a character on all 4 corners, but Carlac has enough gold on her that I guess she did it on her lonesome, or with minimal assistance. Secret Society of the Sword Coast has been read. Scroll of Charm Person I will take happily. On the inevitability of moral decay and its benefits. A lengthy essay on the inevitability of moral decay, the opportunities it presents, and the ways to capitalize upon them. Introduction, Chapter 1, Morality is not absolute. Chapter 2, Why moral decay is not immoral. Chapter 3, One man's decline is another man's gain. Chapter 4, Those who play and those who make the rules. Chapter 5, How to win the game. My mom is a master gardener. In all but name. Like, there's actually a certification that you can take to become a master gardener, and she's actually, completed the I'm gonna leave the fork, I guess. She's completed the requirements dozens of times over, but just never, like, filled out the paperwork. My grandmother was also a master gardener. And so I've learned so much from just talking to her and, benefiting from her experience. It's not something that I'm particularly good at, but I really enjoy the cultivation of some plants that will, brighten my day when I look at it. Okay, good. All right, gold. 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 A journal. This old diary contains thousands of short entries describing the writer's doings in short, factual sentences. One entry catches your eye. It was introduced to me as the Emperor. Surprising. But its information was good, its ideas brilliant. I'll not turn up my nose. A boon to the knights, I think. Alright, so Mr. Hune was a member of the Knights of the Shield. I'm also still encumbered.
Better not be cursed.
Is this the one that's connected? Yeah, to the other. To the crumbling wall. Oh, Will!
Sharp as ever.
Smash this wall.
How much further can I go? Anything of use?
Alright, a plea for freedom. The city deserves better than Enver Gortash and his army of steel puppets. Let the city win, not him. Hymns for the gone.
Something over there.
A book of prayers to Kalimvor, judge of the dead. Someone has annotated it with the following. Oh, we've read these. A scroll. They say that lighting a candle at the mausoleum of Gorion grants the writer a wish. I was never the superstitious sort, but desperation makes believers of us all. Here is my wish. Please let me survive. I do not wish to be killed by cultists of any kind. I do not wish to be disappeared in the night or to be crushed beneath the steel shoe of an automaton. Everything seems so strange suddenly. Everyone seems so desperate. I'm alone in this world. If I don't look after myself, no one will. Maybe you would be willing to help me.
Here goes
Lord
nothing.
Gregorian Gorion.
Here lies Lord Gregorian Gorion, first High Constable of Baldur's Gate, the city's protector.
Someday, I will watch a speed playthrough of Baldur's Gate 2. Someday. My bones ache, wounds long scarred throb as if new. I long for the comfort of my pipe and the warmth of the fire, but I cannot stop. Gods old and new, hear me, grant me the strength to keep fighting, the courage to carve out a future for my children. And when I die, the peace that comes with knowing that I did all I could. All 12 inks swatched. Incredible. Glorious. Man, you make me want to mess with ink pens. This compendium lists and pays special tributes to the citizens of Baldur's Gate who commissioned and paid for the mausoleum spot honoring Gorion. Gorion was a hero and sage of exceptional mind and respectable manner, and under a graying exterior he harbored a heart that bloomed kind and good and evergreen. I don't need another expensive hobby right now! My D&D dice take enough of my money. Oh, what am I doing trying to get tapped to make this strength check? Karlach, help me!
Soldier.
Oh, Karlach, you're so strong.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Alright. He's got a gold necklace. I'll let him keep that. I will take his elixir of heroism. Thank you for your service and your goods.
At the ready. Seems simple enough.
I don't do enough physical journaling, I think, to justify a significant purchase. I do like stationery, and I like,
Hey, my
first stone on this vandalized tomb reads, "Cry a rain of tears, so flowers may bloom over iris."
hang on. I would like to be able to walk. Is that enough? No, whatever. I'll send these to... I want to read the
This
rest of these
tombstone
graves.
has been vandalized. Its original wording replaced with "Vampires are real." The stone on this vandalized tomb now reads, "Fear the Lord of Bones. He never dies."
Unless you hit him really, really hard.
Here lies Anna Marie, my nanny,
with
but good as
the
mum.
daughter of Seluna.
Rest in peace, Janina. Beloved mother, gone too soon. Honored Commander Harold Logerson, killed by deceitful followers of Baal. We will not let this happen again. Here rest the remains of Ronnie Morello. Cause of death, starvation. This headstone has been vandalized, altered to read, "Rotting place of Gothric Rillin." Bibik, favoured of Ogma. Your songs live on in the streets and in our hearts.
In one of the multiplayer campaigns that I'm very tangentially in for Baldur's Gate, playing with Jade Saber and Piran. Piran is playing a cleric of Ogma, a collector of knowledge.
Alistair Manley, Grint Thorg, fighter, lost in Durlag's tower. We couldn't recover your bodies, so we buried your 10-foot pole. This tombstone shows only the graven initials taken by Umberlee's rage, recovered by her grace. Mighty Branwem. The foe hammer grants you honor in death. Here lies Bargus freely.
Oh, that's right, okay.
He should have looked before he leapt.
Alright. The Durenwald Mausoleum. What time is it? Okay. Okay. Scroll of Animal Friendship. Oh, even that triggers these dogs? I really didn't want to fight these dogs. That's disappointing. Okay, that's alright. Well, this won't take too long.
Got to focus.
Spirit Guardians! 4th level. Shadowheart is running out of spell slots.
On my way. I won't give in.
Ooh, good hit, good hit.
Don't waste a step.
Yes, it does make sense for him to be immune to necrotic. Oop. Can I get all 3? Yes. That's fair. Oh! Houndmaster's Prey. Bonk. Hey, Zavadi. Yes, I agree. I actually don't really enjoy fighting these dogs. I would prefer to let them rest peacefully. I did not know that taking the Scroll of Animal Friendship would trigger it. I thought it would be okay. I was very wrong. Oh! Oh! It's so sad. Man, I don't know what to do with you. Let's Misty Step up here. And then just Eldritch Blast this guy. Okay.
I thirst.
And then Minthara, I'm just gonna have you beat on these dogs. Sorry. Oh, she turned it too. Oh. Alright, Shadowheart. Just, I think, walk.
On my way.
Oh, the sound is so sad! Ah! This is depressing. I want to get out of this fight. I'm just gonna Moonbeam or Sunbeam Minthara. Who also got blinded. We deserve it for fighting these dogs. Thank you. It's the roses. They smell so strongly. Sneak attack. That was a waste of a sneak attack. Sneak attack.
May the gods take you first.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, 2 doggies left. 1 doggy left. That was a 56 on a bonus action, or on an opportunity attack. We'll end this torment. Put these dogs at peace.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
The Durenwald Hounds.
Here lies the Houndmaster of the Durenwalds, surrounded by his loyal pack. Good boys and girls all.
You're so right. Oh, you're so right. They were good boys and girls.
That's curious.
Queen of Ravens. I have read. And that hole, this hole goes up to,
Better find somewhere to camp soon.
I think the Durenwald Mausoleum, in case you can't lockpick for some reason.
I'll give it a shot.
Rocky.
Brave and loyal Rocky, who saved his master from an ambush.
Oh, I just want to look at it. I don't want to take it, I just want to look.
Well, well, well.
Yep. Potion floor is vaulting, harpy feathers, and Rocky, who's actually in the tomb.
Yeah?
Gorgeous.
Fearless Gordis, who would chase any prey and helped bring in our greatest trophies.
Potion of speed, 22 balls! Xena?
Lionheart Xena, fierce watchdog. At night, no one dared to pass her post.
Stuffed owlbear toy and owlbear beak. Oop. I couldn't think.
Chief Houndmaster Paul, who trained our pack to perfection.
A bone on his body. 3 collars, animal friendship, animal speaking. Well, arrows. We'll leave these graves intact. I don't need them. Patriarchs, a homegrown aristocracy. Yes, we read.
A young cave bear. Killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown. Can't slow down.
Goodness. Goodness gracious. God, the graveyard's big.
To think a man lay buried beneath death's soil. It is an abomination of his will. You did well to free him.
This woman has a couple of things to say.
You did the girl child and her parents an honor.
It's one of the most weirdly reactive places in Act 3. Like, this lady's got a comment on everything you can choose to do here.
Oversee her rights.
If you, steal anything, she'll get mad. If you make a poor decision with this child here in a second, she'll get mad.
Sister, I will find you.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form.
Looking a little bloody there, Tav.
That tainted Mystic Carrion's chambers. This is one of his runaway servants.
Sister always hides from me. She likes to play.
Mystic Carrion is looking for you. He sent me.
No, not him. He isn't allowed to play. Thrumbo said he can't find us. Thrumbo
I can't remember where the 4th zombie is.
Not to tell
There's the guy you can punch. There's this guy. Thrumbo's near the beach. And then there's a 4th zombie wandering around somewhere, and I don't remember where. Very sensible. Don't tell anyone anything.
I won't. I'll hide where no one will find me.
Pookums.
He won't listen to me. I told him it's naughty to play in graveyards.
This child has a very strong sense of what is appropriate.
Highberry, still born, but not forgotten.
This is the Highberry's daughter. Their story is so fleshed out with these little world details. The toys and their vault, and the prayer to Lathander for children, the dusty books in their bedsides.
Sandril. Gone, but this headstone is anonymous, reading only, "As I am now, so you shall be." Here lies Flying Martha, who couldn't. Beloved little Tan, never forgotten. Calamvor guide your soul. Antonio Bongal, proud father of Walbran, remembered by the sun.
Oh, if you only knew what your son had become.
M. Kerwin, treasured. Here
If
lies
you had
Ogre
the
Bob,
faintest
his
idea.
arm anyway, it's all that would fit. He will be missed at Whitburn Quarry.
With 9 fingers.
We'll dig it up in a second.
Final resting place of Dolcan Elendara.
Go away from Morbus to
ever
get bored and walk
close to
away.
your beloved Elf Song Tavern. Here lies
Oh,
Duncan,
never mind, it's the kid.
last of the Gory clan, who died without issue.
Yo, kid, you wanna... you wanna take a hike? Hookums? You wanna beat and get lost? This is gonna turn into a fight. Will she yell at me? I feel like she will. It's awfully red. Tattletale!
Can't risk being in open view.
There she is. What? Bug thimble.
Here! What you doing? Get them sausage fingers off my crate!
This crate was promised to Nine Fingers. You don't want to steal from her, do you? Pretty good.
Nine Fingers? But damn it! Look, I didn't know it was the ladies. How could I? Ain't no one's name on it. So is yours okay? Nine Fingers gets a crate. I get to keep breathing, and everyone's good, yeah?
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, pleasure's all yours, mate.
I really cackled the first time I played this with my Dark Urge, and one of the options is just to straight up kill that kobold. Outright murder.
Flowers say what words never can.
All right, let's clean up a little bit before we visit Karlach's parents' graves. How dirty is Karlach? Not too bad, but we can spiff her up.
I'd love to, thanks.
Okay.
Still breathing, despite everything. Here lie Pluck and Karlach Cliffgate. My parents. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Sorry I haven't visited. I've been away. But I'm back now, and I brought friends. I miss you so much. But I'm happy and getting up to some really important shit. Maybe you can see for yourselves. I don't know. You're with me here. Anyway. Taters.
Taters?
Men, I love you in the Cliffgate household. I can't even remember how it started anymore. Lost family law. There was a lot of silly nonsense in our house. My mates used to say we had our own personal language. I guess I'm the last remaining speaker. Mum used to say there was no such thing as death, that there was only change. Dad thought that was a load of woo, that gone meant gone unless you'd struck a deal with one of the gods. Said he had better things to do in life than beg favors off immortals. I'm not sure what I believe.
I think Chav is pretty sure that the manifest presence of the gods. I mean, there's no need to wonder. Our souls travel to the city of judgment or then taken by the gods.
If they deign to choose us, there's no guarantee, is there? And I've made little effort to attract the loyalty of anyone but you. Hopefully there's more waiting for me than that. Very hopefully.
I like
Here
to think...
lies Karlach Cliffgate, Beloved wife and mother.
That Withers keeps a pretty close eye on everyone involved here. I don't think he's going to let any of them end up in the wall with the Faithless. I've never asked any of the other options. At some point I need to go back and look up how her parents died. I'd like to know.
A statue of Jurgle, Lord of the End of Everything. The final scribe of the fate of the deceased.
I'm glad that he's watching over Karlach's parents, I guess. It's a beautiful moment. It's so missable, as with a lot of the stuff with the companions. So emotional. It makes such a lovely closed circle with her relationship with the city. Again, in some ways the game fails to show rather than tell, but I think it does a wonderful job showing how close, or how much Karlach appreciates being back in Baldur's Gate. And what it actually means to her to be near friends, near family, near places she remembers. A collection of short stories from the Sisters Macabre. One story, The House on Drench Lane, is about a woman who dreams about her neighbor standing naked outside whenever it rains. They're vivid dreams, and one drizzly night she looks out and sees not her neighbor, but her entire community. They're naked, hair plastered down by the rain, their eyes like the eyes of stuffed animals, and they're staring at her, calling her out into the rain. She goes, horrified and hypnotized all at once. They strip her, and shivering she's given to her neighbor, who smiles a huge, waxy smile at her. She wakes up, all seems normal. 10 days later, she discovers she's pregnant. The story ends with the woman gripped by terror and paranoia. All attempts to abort the baby fail. She's so scared, so scared. Some young reader has written under the stories, and Annie, hope this gave you the creeps as much as it gave me the giggles. Moose, I would like to hear about Sevister's relationship with the city, with Baldur's Gate.
A statue of Jurgle,
I don't think you've talked much about that.
The end of everything.
Let's hear it.
The final scribe of the
Tell me
fate
about
of
how
the deceased.
Sevister's
Arthur Bilfold, dedicated
familiarity with the
patron
city,
of
his
unconventional
paladinness,
arts.
fits with Karlach's ties.
An executed traitor to the city. Do not repeat his mistakes.
Druna Schweitz.
They got him, honey. They got the bastard that did this to you.
Oh.
Beloved Agnes Schweitz. Her smile
Prisoner
shined like 1,000 suns.
3046.
Commended to Jurgle's ledger.
I'm gonna lift this key.
To be cautious.
This stone on this vandalized tomb reads, "Cry a rain of tears, so flowers may bloom over iris."
Can I dig this grave up?
I just want a little look.
Get in trouble. Came from the upper city. Rebellious youth went down to the lower city. Made friends with halflings and other such folk. Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Notes on tea. I've been doubted in, out, and all around by every harebrained naysayer this side of Elturel, but he who laughs last all the way to the bank. Wyvern tea, long rumored, finally brought to Baldur's Gate by none other than yours truly. Who's the arse now? Got the horn after a bit of dealing I ought to be proud of for its own sake, but my true genius became apparent when I steeped the horn in hot water for a minute or two. A little sweet, a little sour, enlivening and intriguing. The whole city will be on its knees begging for it in time. I myself can hardly stop gulping it down. What's in this stuff? Wyvern toxin. Malvo Rockfellow. I'm going to steal his gold necklace.
For the taking. Light on
That's
my
very
feet.
funny.
One day
Man, Shadowheart is ready to fight. Oh, he fell in love and proposed to some tavern waitress. That's very adorable. Very adorable.
Here rots an executed traitor to the city. Do not repeat his mistakes.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Aradin the Elder, Open the bloody gates.
Screw you, Eridan. Eridan the Younger. Following the ways of your father.
Defaced with crude marks pointing downward.
Open the bloody gates.
Let's see what this does.
Adventurers Alexa and Orion Goodbeard, intrepid explorers of the Plane of Shadows.
Every color of the rainbow. Right.
That does fit incredibly well with Carlack's relationship with her family, with the city. You're absolutely correct. I love that.
J. Orchard, artificer of Gond, crafter of odd sockets. Raise a glass to the poor bastard.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Bird just fluttered by. That is extremely tasty, Doctor. You're very correct. Avery and Aubrey, a prayer. Gods protect me in my crossing. Gods protect the ones I love. I lived a good life, a lovely life. Thank you. Oh, that's sweet. I'm not going to take their stuff. I quite like that.
Eldoth Kron. Raise a glass to the poor bastard. Andreas Lothar, beloved of Ciro Lally. May we keep your hearth warm.
Yep, that tombstone.
Didn't know her name,
Oh!
we just called her Gramishka. Fidia Pengist, a noble lance board player to the last.
Alright, Nina.
Psst. Keep a lookout. The Mortarch don't take kindly to raising the dead. But I won't be long, I promise.
But that's the kicker, right? For Sev, it doesn't feel like his responsibility, but he has an affection for the city anyway. And, like, desires to protect it, desires to see it thrive, right? That's some good stuff. Who are you raising from the dead?
My big brother, Garrett. He got killed by that murderer guy. But I'm gonna fix him.
But still,
now,
even if he was raised, or doesn't, like, you know, explicitly raised, like, in a noble family, if he was upper city, upper crust, he was surrounded by the great and good of Baldur's Gate. So he was at least kicking boots with, people who were shaping law, shaping, politics.
The air crackles with power.
Hobnobbing.
The child has power, but lacks control.
Oh, you're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please.
As much as I, personally, me, Quark, enjoy this fight, Tab does not help this child. Your brother deserves to rest in peace. Let him. Also, she didn't know anything about spells.
The Mortarch said the same thing. But I miss him. A lot. Fine. I won't try again. For now, at least.
I think as much as Chav was devastated by her family dying, it never once crossed her mind to try to bring them back to life magically.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I think she's got a belief in the natural order of things, and that sometimes things die and you don't get them back.
This tombstone has been vandalized and now reads,
she would not have
your
tried
money
to
don't matter when you're dead, prick.
To bring them back to life.
Beloved Josie Ann Fountainhead, outstanding manip of the fists. Here lies anonymous. Whoever you were, we buried you with care. Here lies Gayera Snake Mother Denise, matriarch to a brood of venomous daughters.
Matriarch to a brood of venomous daughters.
The rainbow, right here.
Alright. What do you have to say for yourself, Maud?
Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days.
I would like to know if Sev takes Karlach to meet his parents. I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm not. My husband was an arse.
Oh, alright.
But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh.
Minthara's looked better. I'd like to see your flowers.
Of course.
You really only have flowers. Okay.
Come back any time. You won't find fresher.
Oh! Good.
Brighten up a
Good for him. Good for her.
with a bouquet.
This child has been facing the wrong way for what I would desire to do for this entire sequence.
I don't need any attention right now.
Man can't even look. Grief is hard. Let flowers say what words never can.
Grave Dusty Diary. I've long admired the vigil that Mortok Grey Sea keeps over this graveyard. I was lucky enough to tell her as much while I was picking my resting place. I haven't had much in the way of family, friends, or wealth in some time. Somehow I outlived them all. Yet knowing that the Mortark will stand vigil over my remains gives me solace. Folks say there's no sense praying to the god of death, but as I stand at the end of my days, my hours, I think there's no one more powerful. Even as my mind and body shrink to the shape of a hole in the ground, and my luck sworn to nothing at all, death remains. Lionel. He wants to scandalize them. Oh, he needs the moral support. Bless his heart. Best be on my way. Who could be scandalized by Karlach? She's so great. Oh, I don't trust Tab to
Mind if I do?
not get herself in trouble here. Oh, poison eruption. I exploded that body. Well, okay. we'll leave that alone. Sorry.
Flowers, every color of the rainbow.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Very well.
I'm sure you did not intend this, but I kind of like the idea that, like, he intends to scandalize them, but they just actually just fall in love with Karlach. And they're like, yeah, kid, good choice, way to go. You did it! You picked a good one. Unless they prescribe to the Dragonborn, arranged marriage.
Be cautious.
I don't remember how this trap is triggered. I think it's the sarcophagus?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Alright, I'll just disable these. Man. I'm really in love with this idea of him showing up to scandalize them and then being like, approving of all of his choices. Way to save the world, way to save Baldur's Gate. Way to pick a good woman. We hope you're happy. We hope you come by and visit often. Oh, what am I gonna do with this unconditional love? Ooh, get out of here. No, exit. Okay. Oh, this opulent chest. It's so dark in here, even with her dark vision. It's dim. He would react so poorly to that. Oh. I want to see it. I'm gonna light these candles. I'm gonna light these candles too.
Let's see.
God, them walking out in silence and Karlach going so tentatively, like, they seem nice. I don't get it. I'm not gonna make this check. Why did I try? Oh, so strong. So strong. Yeah, right? You're expecting a certain level of catharsis. You're expecting a certain level of argumentativeness. I was actually about this issue with this faculty candidate I found myself, I had to kind of like calm myself down because I found myself like picking an imaginary argument with some of the people on the search committee while I was making dinner. I was getting myself mad at this imaginary conversation I was having. I was like, this doesn't seem healthy. I probably should not be coping in this way. I know that that's not how the actual event's going to go at all. Crumbling journal. I was still a supplicant when I came face to face with him, masked in gold, his skin fine and worn as parchment. Jurgle, the Death Keeper, the end of everything. I asked what he needed of me. He asked a simple question: what is the worth of a single mortal's life? I knew not how to respond, and said as such. He seemed nonplussed, neither disappointed nor pleased. I fell to my knees in respect for his awesome power. This garnered no reaction. There I stayed, trembling with an emotion I could not name, and when I stood again, the final scribe was gone. I was watching Eponymous Rose play this sequence when she was doing it in her single player, and she read that, and she was like, wow, I wonder if Jurgle and Withers know each other. It's crazy that, like, there's multiple people asking this question. Case file 846. Baldur's Gate vs. Flynn Silver. I've read this. There's also somewhere in here, I thought it was that document, but it was not that document, that describes Withers' voice as, like, a particular... like the ash of bones or something like that, and it was such a lovely description, and I thought actually matched really well what they did with the vocal modulation and like voice synthesizers that they put on him. But I thought it was that document, and it was not, and now I'm sad. Now I gotta find out what it was. Yeah, me too. I did win the argument in my head, but it was still not really satisfying, because the people who caused the issues, I don't think are ever going to, like, repent. And I still have to work with them. Okay, I believe that completes the graveyard. I've got his jar. We've done Withers' tomb, we've done the Hewn and the Durnbold mausoleum. And... okay. Please... don't fight it. Just let it wash over you. Blot it out, write it down. Get it. I told the family about the... coffin. So that's set. Alright.
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette.
Sylphie, can I have a Gazette, please?
Change your mind. Go on, buy a Gazette.
Here, I'll buy a copy.
Another sale. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Rubbing my hands in conniving laughter. Create. I demand it. Write it all down.
Please, kind sir, can you spare a few coins?
Okay. For this fight, we're gonna get Gale in here. And Astarion, and...
The only thing the wind's carrying is the smell of trout, Lae'zel. We're near the fish market.
Discount my warning at your peril.
I get it, Lae'zel. Peril, danger, and so forth. All I can think of now is a nice fish dinner.
Oh, that's so funny! She said, I smell danger on the wind, keep your weapons ready. For that, Lae'zel, you get to be in this fight.
Action, not reaction.
Ooh, Minthara's pretty hurt. Alright, we got Lae'zel, Astarion, Gale, and Lae'zel. Okay, that'll do it.
No time to rest.
Whew.
Moving in.
Your turn. Oh, here we go.
These merfolk are not half so comely as the songs say, boo.
Tragedy. All right. God, there's a lot of them. This guy I accidentally murdered the crap out of last time. This time, Sailor Pete going to live. That last time was in honor mode, and I was like, oh, sorry, Sailor Pete. Let's see. I think this guy's the champion. Let's yeah, let's get up on him. Yes, you can reach the destination.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Good, and... good. Almost got him.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Dear Astarion.
Nicely.
Shoot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then... you're a little short on movement. I don't think I can actually get you there. I guess let's dash and we'll put you over here. Okay. You caught Pete in a hypnotizing pattern. He got so mad about it that the flame fist killed Will. Oh, poor Will. I was just reading something on Reddit the other day. It was a husband and wife couple playing, like, either on honor mode or tactician for their very first playthrough, which was a totally blind playthrough. And they actually got Astarion's approval so low that he left the party permanently in, like, the middle of Act 2. Because they kept throwing up hypnotizing pattern in the middle of fights, which apparently in tactician / honor mode drops the approval by 10 every single time a companion gets caught by it. I was like, dang! I don't know how anybody plays a non-evocation spellcaster. Okay, what am I doing? I want chain lightning is what I'm doing. Good God. How much was that? $118 plus 94 plus 98 plus 84 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. Gale just did 408 damage in one attack. This man is a menace! Tab is again reminded that he is dangerous. And she should, not let Astarion bully him mercilessly. Alright, how about a little ray of frost for you over here in the corner. He just did 40 damage with a cantrip. With a bonus action cantrip. Gale! It was vulnerable to cold. Good lord. Lae'zel, you're gonna get a turn, but not much of one. Oh, he did take 5 damage. Alright. He doesn't come out of this scot-free. Woo! Woo, doggies! Alright.
This is your end.
Oh, honey. You missed. Because I had you too far away. Alright. And then I don't think you can take this one out, but let's... how about, you never get to do this. How about a little menacing attack? And he's frightened. Actually, let's do an action surge. Shoot him again. Can you take this man down? You probably can't. Not if you miss, for sure. Oh, Lae'zel, all these misses. I should have Misty Stepped and got you in melee. But I thought you'd be better than this. You called out that this attack was going to happen. Why did you miss 3 times with a 65% chance? Because you rolled a 2, a 6, and a 2. Oh, that's fair. Alright. Get us out of here, Tav. Sailor Pete survives.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
We protected a group of civilians from a vicious sahuagin attack.
Why are they so close to the city?
A smelly back.
Oh, gods! There's guts all over my boat!
Oh. That's alright. It could be worse. Oh, I need to add this to worse.
My fill of fish for the next few 10 days.
She sounds heartbroken. Grout. Don't name your kid Grout.
All we wanted was a nice dockside walk, not an unscheduled menagerie visit.
Well, that could have gone a lot worse. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tav did help. She contributed. Yeah, sure.
What's inside?
I think I can sell to this guy. I don't think he has a ton of gold. But hopefully I can offload some of the heavier stuff. Whoop.
Minsk, please, slow down. Use your words.
Minsk has thought of how you might be a more virtuous vampire. Feast on fish instead. They are made of naught but neck.
It's a sweet thought, but, fish just doesn't have the flavor of full-blooded red meat.
No, you do not agree, Boo. I told you you have been spending far too much time around the table.
I've never heard that before. That's so funny.
I saw you fighting those monsters. You
Oh.
were magnificent.
Astarion canonically a bad influence on
I couldn't
Boo.
really see from where I was, but I bet you were.
Oh no.
Thanks again for dealing with those sahuagin. You saved more than
Oh,
just my
man.
livelihood.
Also, fish being nothing but neck is very funny. How are things here?
A bit quieter after the sahuagin attack, but that's to be expected.
God, and Misk was so excited to get Astarion's attention there. What do you have in stock?
Fish mainly. The flaming fest commandeer the best stuff, but I can show you what I've
Fest.
got.
408 gold. Would you like to buy this clamshell? And this shirt? And the starfish? And some basic weaponry? And a hat? Some rings. These aren't very heavy. What else is heavy that I have in my pocket? Amethyst. How about all these chalices? Oh, I can't afford that. Books. Heavy. Books known for being difficult to move. Pack your books in small boxes. Many small boxes, but one big box. Make it easier on the movers. Okay.
Watch yourself, eh? God's willing, there won't be any more of those things.
Husinda.
Did you hear this was the best place to buy fish in the city as well? Seems they neglected to mention the sea devils.
The Sea Devils. Nanaboon. These names are unbelievable.
That was incredible! And just think what a story it'd make when fish fight back.
worth a look.
Just discussing the weather.
I actually quite like this face.
Nothing of interest to
and
you.
this haircut. If I ever do play this game with a PC who is not a TAF. And a short race. Neither of which I have any inclination to do anytime soon. I would do that face with that hair. Why does anyone care about this dirt mound?
That might be worth a look.
Alright.
Softer than a whisper.
Dig. Hey, puppy. Is it still raining, or did it finally stop? It, really came down buckets today. I was glad it came down today and not yesterday with the eclipse. I was able to get a pretty decent look. We only had, oops, 80,
Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
No one else cared. Go away. We only had about 88% totality max here, but it was still really cool. I was glad I had a chance to see it. It's a little bit overcast, but that worked out because I didn't have any eclipse glasses, so I felt okay just recording it through my phone and then watching my phone's recording back later. To One Eye. Dear One Eye, I don't know who you are, but I know we've a friend in common, a dear friend who I haven't heard from in a while. The last time we spoke, she said she was meeting you, and she hasn't been seen since. I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, but I am worried. If you know anything about her whereabouts, please come and find me. I'll be at the Water Queen's house. To One Eye. I don't remember that. This is a cute little beach house. I don't actually know if I've ever gone down this hatch.
Just out of view. Free for the taking.
This looks new to me. Have I been here? The Annals of Baldur's Gate. As I've read.
What's in here?
What's in here? I'm asking the same question, Tav. Someone's jumping.
I'll take that.
What?
Never wanted the easy path.
Through the store.
Beware.
Oh!
This place is trapped.
Whatever's down here is behind a trap. That's exciting. It usually means there's something.
Time to press ahead. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
It's a lever.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
What the heck? What's in this place? Beer barrel? Oh, there's a Zent insignia here.
Just another crate.
Wall doesn't look collapsible. Okay, how do I shoot this lever? What? What? What is this? Where am I? This is amazing. I've never... New content on playthrough 5? I'm astounded, amazed, baffled, boondoggled.
Might be useful.
A scrapbook of love letters. This salt-stained scrapbook contains a dozen envelopes glued to its inner pages. Perhaps these envelopes once contained letters, but now all are gone but 2. Letter 1 to Winky. Oh, Winky, how I long to be away with you. Could that be One Eye? On the open seas, away from that grim old flood tide, away where I can love you freely and without fear. With my ability to charm fish from the waves, we'll never lack for food, and you know I never tire of your chowder. Letter 2. Dear Salty, the moonshays, I'll show them to you, lass, and we'll dance on them silver beaches in the silver moonlight. But I don't want no trouble on our sea journey, so first I must make my peace with Umberlee with a grand donation. Not much longer, Salty. Rusty scimitars. Oh, smuggler's note. Hey, One Eye, sure, I can get you and your wave servant filly out of town without Captain Grizzly or the flood tide knowing. Meet me at that abandoned beach house you know about when the moon rises on the night of 14 Marpenoth. Bring that begemmed dagger I like, Sneggers. Scrawled beneath that in a different hand, 1486. So a pirate fell in love with a wave servant. 1486. What does it mean? What does it mean, 1486? Is that a year? Is that a... Counting... Oh, this is Counting House safe number 6 key. Oh, I don't remember what was in Counting House safe number 6. Number 4 was empty.
Trev, be cautious.
I hope they made it out. I hope they made it out safely. Winky is a pretty cute name for someone called One Eye. Oh, that's nice. What a lovely little glimpse into a life, into a story. Aeon shipment trunk. Smuggler fell in love with a wave servant. I love that.
Leave me be. What are you doing in here?
Stumbling upon a love
Stench
story.
is unmistakable. Death, decay,
Ah,
despair.
rope healing potions in disguise kit.
This must be Thrumbo, the runaway Mystic
I
Carrion
hope that means
was
they
so
got away.
eager for you to retrieve.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own.
Hello, Thrumbo. Mystic Carrion's told me all about you.
Mystic Carrion? You're working for him? Oh no. No. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me.
Why?
You've met him. How can you need more justification than that?
Oh, you're not wrong.
He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us.
Oh.
Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5
Sorry,
of
take
us.
that as a personal challenge.
My friend Dallas, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I look back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed.
Ugh. Do you know how Carrion brought himself back?
If I knew that, I'd have tried to kill him myself. I know this is gonna sound strange, but I've been watching him, trying to figure it out, and I think he's a mummy lord.
He does seem rather keen on bandages.
He likes to pretend he's not a walking corpse like the rest of us. Beneath those rags, he's as rotten as we are. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me.
Astarion rolling his eyes. Yes, I've heard this all before.
I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know.
I've already found his lair. The jar you saw hid it inside your body.
What? His rotten heart was inside of me this whole time. Get it out. I have to get it out.
Second person Tap has made throat up in a handful of days.
No matter. This is still the safest place to hide. It's just bad luck I was discovered. That slimy bastard. He hid it in me the whole time. Please, take that foul thing and grind it to dust.
You got it. Okay, let's pop down to this little section of dock, which is where I usually destroy his jars. They explode tremendously in fire, so I'm going to attempt to not blow myself up in the process. 1. Where are you?
There can be no respite.
Okay, stack him up. No. 2. 3. 4. All in a little line. Heart, brain, liver, lungs.
Let's get going.
I believe the only one you have to destroy in order to make Carrion truly killable is the heart.
Ready for you.
But the other 3 do give him buffs in his fight, and his fight is difficult enough that I do not wish him to have any buffs. A dog collar and an animal carcass. Vegetable broth. Alright, let's just blow it up. Pew, pew, pew.
Trace of that jar remains.
Or dog collar's still there though. That's good. Covering just a couple of spell slots here. I'm gonna take Gale to this fight. Okay.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Alright, Thrumbo, do you have anything to say now that this is... Oops. Boy, I'm struggling to get up to you.
The gods are watching me. Something's on my mind.
Please! We don't have time to waste. Carrion's heart must be destroyed.
Done, baby. I destroyed it.
You did?
Oh.
Then what are you waiting for?
I just thought you might want to
You
chat.
must destroy the rest of him.
Thought you might
Put
want to have
that
a little
monster in a
conversation about your
grave where
hopes,
he
dreams. I've recently discovered that I have hopes and dreams, and now I'm interested in what everyone else cares about.
Alright, time to see what new horror's waiting for us.
Of your pestilence, you have my word.
Alright.
Abroad, she's been hot ever since I left.
In this fight will come Gale,
Lovely day this. For now.
who's actually lost his hero's feast, so that may be a slight problem. I would bring Shadowheart, but she's real shy on spell slots, so I think I'm gonna bring Minthara instead for her divinity.
Blackets will be done.
And then for number 4, I think I'm gonna bring Astarion for
Can't give up now.
the narrative, for the sake of the narrative. I would like Astarion to help kill Mystic Carrion. Test run for Cazador. No, that'd be kind of soft.
Moving ahead.
Now, I believe he's going to be immediately... Yeah, I can't even talk to him. He's immediately aggressive. In the past, I've really gotten stuck in this stupid doorway. So I'm going to try to actually sneak a little closer so that I can get through the darn door.
Strange tidings.
Portrait of a bored girl playing music.
So what exactly did you shoot here?
Poet unveils review. That's funny. Those are both quite funny. Alright.
My step.
Can I maybe even get a free attack here? Let's give it a shot. Alright, we've been caught.
You destroyed something very precious of mine.
Oh.
And now, you dare to seek an audience with me? I think not.
Oh. Audience? I don't know if that's what I would have called. Ooh, a surprise round. Don't mind if I do. Astarion's not even in combat yet. Oh, Mystic Carrion about to have a bad time. Why on God's green earth is Astarion trying to go all the way over there to shoot Mystic Carrion? How about you just shoot this fella?
Let's give someone a surprise.
I was thinking about that, Moose. Yep. I know this is the fight that got you to write that fic, which was a great fic. Can recommend. Immune to frightened. Thank you, Heroes Feast. Let's go get that guy too. Stabs for everyone. Immune to piercing. That's annoying. I have everything is my everything in my cool box is piercing.
Position to find oneself
in. Okay. Gale, why don't you why don't you just hit this guy a lot? Maybe you can't find path. Yes, you can. Don't tell me you can't. Oh, setting the jar in front of him and blowing it up. That's a great idea. That's a good one. I like that. Real slap in the face, which is what he deserves. Alright, Thara made it in. Good. Immune to everything, huh? Fine. We'll go hit someone else. There's plenty of people to smack around in this room.
A bold maneuver.
How about a Dawnburst strike on this ancient servant? That's pretty good. And then... Ah! Aura's down again. So glad those are a free action. I mean, just a high-quality smack. That's a miss. Oh! She turned it! 2 damage! Ooh.
No choice but to keep going.
Tav, let's see. That one's immune to all damage. Just go
step forward.
Smack this guy. Oh, that was a waste of a sneak attack. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Mistra Rill.
And Gil. All right, a surprise round. You're all chumps. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Survival is all that matters.
I think take the attack of opportunity. I think it's just gonna miss. Yeah. Oh, Mystic Carrion! I've got a present for you. It's the tip of a rapier. And then let's do a stage right here. You may be immune to damage, but you're not immune to being perceived by your enemies. You're not immune to catty looks and wordless judgment. Oh, right. Advantage. What's his AC right now? 26? I think he can make it. I think this will be... Yeah. He's threatened. Yeah, good. Ooh, and it took 9 damage from Snake Trite. I don't even know what his legendary action is. Torrential Undeath. Once per turn, when an allied undead is slain, Mystic Carrion can use Torrential Undeath, granting undead guardian wraiths while haunting other creatures with wrathful spirits. Okay, that's what he did to make his little buddy immune. And then, let's get back and hit him. Okay, good.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Gale, you've got a fresh Chain Lightning. Why waste it? A lovely hit. And for your bonus action, you can stand here and look cool. Just kidding. I'm gonna have you. Ooh. Can we get Mystic Carrion down with another Ray of Frost? Oh, 1 hit point. So close. Minthara, I would like you to brand yourself. And then I would like you to bonk. And let's use some luck of the Far Realms. Oh. Haha, but she's immune to frightened. Double kill. Oh, that guy broke. Oh! What a grotesque way to end up. Oh no! Oh no! It's like the Junji Ito horrible short story that lives in my brain, rent-free, that literally makes me viscerally uneasy every time I look at it. Ah! I'm so upset. I wish I hadn't thought about that. Oh. Ugh.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. No, I'm thinking about it again. Oh. The last page is coming up in my brain. It's just playing before my eyes. I need to think about Astarion and Taps, kid. I need to get this image out of my head. Oh, he got Cloud Kill off. That's irksome. Ooh, hit tab. Don't love that. Oh, and Gale went down. That's actually a tremendous issue. Alright, well, okay. Die. Can't help but notice Cloud Kill's still up. I thought that was concentration. Good hit. I don't think I've got a way to heal Gale here. Let's at least get this Ancient Servant off him.
Go for the throat.
And then Astarion is surrounded by trouble. This is probably an apropos fight to bring out some ghoulies. Let's slap some ghouls up. And, offhand attack. This one.
On your command.
And then Minthara, if you will... Let's see. I know you have healing options. Lay on hands, that's it. Get Gale up here.
On your feet, Abby.
Good. Miss. Greater healing for Gale. And then, how about Divine Sense in yourself? Give yourself some advantage here. And I don't think I can actually get you out of the Cloud Kill.
A wise move.
Yeah, alright, good.
Victory is assured.
And Gale, you do need to get out of that Cloud Kill for sure. Alright. Shield for Astarion. Roll to 27 to hit. With that shield, his AC becomes 31, which I really love. 31 is a good AC to have. Miss. Good hit. Oh, Minthara's down. A tragedy. I didn't think she was that low. Can these guys fall asleep? They cannot. That was a waste of poison. Okay.
Time to kill.
Astarion is it. Oh. They're all immune to the Cloud Kill. I didn't need to get them out of the Cloud Kill because they all have Hero's Feast. Okay, that's alright. Oh, he got hit! Unusual. 52 damage. Oh! And I've just remembered... Oh, how many more enemies are left? He's got... Bloodthirst on. Which means that I'm about to really wreck shop. Where's this one? This one. Next turn. Next turn. Tab and Astarion going after this guy. I want to see what I can get out of it. Oh, I'm excited. I totally forgot. Okay, good hit. Gale, why don't you... We're gonna rest. Why don't you Savagery of War? That should be more than enough. Yeah. Okay. Oh. How did I miss this guy? Oh, he brought a fisted Gale. Okay.
The dance macabre.
Astarion. I would like you to hit this one, which should have given vulnerability to piercing. It is. Although it initially had resistance, so number not going to be as big as could be. And then Tab comes in with piercing. 68 on not a crit, 68 on just a standard attack is pretty good. A glimpse into what will be. Oh, we're so close to death. Or to ending this fight, rather. Come on, how many hit points does this thing have? It can't be that many. Oh, did you hear I got 3 hit points back? Definitely just left Minthara down there. Alright, Gale.
Mystic Carrion is truly banished. He will not trouble this plane again.
Minthara up. I'm hoping that...
Probably just a dead cat.
You did it.
Oh.
He's gone. He's really gone.
I
don't know how to thank you. We can finally be free. Here. Please take this.
I think we're having this conversation on the beach house.
And I will need it. Not now Carrion's gone.
Do you have anything to trade?
Yes. I think I'll pick up where Carrion left off. A city like this needs a medium.
A Crypt Lord ring. I don't think I need any of these scrolls. Okay, Cloud Kill's down. Good. Alright. Thrumbo, Sacrum, Lumbar, and Morbus. I think Sacrum was the one that I didn't stumble upon. I don't remember where he hangs out. Ugh, I'm really upset by that guy on the wall.
Don't waste a step.
Hatched up. Pushing on.
Staff of Cherished Necromancy. Creatures have disadvantage on their necromancy spells. When the wielder kills a hostile creature with a spell, they absorb its energy and gain life essence until their next long rest. Can use that essence to cast any necromancy spell without consuming a spell slot. Do I have any necromantic spells on Gale right now?
Probably just a dead cat.
Lost in thought.
I've got a couple. Dethroned would be nice to be able to cast for free, but the +1 to spell save and attack rolls is probably better. Or at least as I'm playing it now. Alright.
Time for us to play. Still alive, so that's progress.
Too much to get done.
Yes. Father needs to be.
Ugh. Ugh. Literally gives me chills to click on that creature. Blech. Will you get mad if I take this scroll? No. Great. Thank you. Look at him standing on that table.
My kind-hearted friend, what can I do for you?
Just wanted to say hi. And I'd like to meet Sacrum.
A toast to your kindness and to Carrion rotting in his grave.
If not over, then through.
Oh, it would be lonely to be here alone.
Yeah, we get on all right.
What's the answer? Is the answer not yes, of course we love each other? It ought to be. Alright. That's good to have checked off. Sahuagins are done. I think I'd better stop here for tonight. I need to do the fireworks, and then there's a couple of buildings over here that I just want to make sure that I go in. Like, I want to make sure that I go to this house. I want to make sure that I do, Gortash's parents. I still haven't done Araj, although I usually do her after Cazador. I still haven't done the Elf Song Tavern.
Gortash has got to be paying the mouth-sync fees.
I think next time I'll start with the fireworks, do a bunch of random houses, and then do Elf Song. Fireworks, then random houses, then Elf Song. Okay.
Probably just a dead cat.
Alright, I'm gonna save there. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching, and depending on how things go, I'll hopefully be back on tomorrow. But we will see. Have a good night.
Of your pestilence, you have my word.